Hello, this is just a quick update video. You will remember from my last Lord Nelson review that there was a small issue with a mark on the boiler. So I emailed Hattons and they very kindly offered to replace it, and this is it. So I will have a look inside and see if the standard is up to scratch. Okay, so as with last time, the box is the same, the usual instruction manual and the same plastic insert inside the box. In here we have a detailing pack, again, same as last time, footsteps, pipes, brake rods for the loco and the tender, and a coupling, should you wish to insert one onto the front. Alright, now without further ado, shall we look at the model? So, I can immediately see from this version that there is no mark on the boiler where it was in the previous one, which is just here. And it looks pretty good, so let's look at the detail closer up. So, again, as I said last time, with the exception of the paint mark that was on the boiler, it was a very good model, and the same is true here. The paint finish is very crisp as usual. The nameplates are fitted nicely, and there's some nice separately fitted details like the handrail running along here. Again, separate details picked out in brass, the clack valves and the whistle on the top, as well as the two safety valves on the top of the firebox there as well. The cab detail, again, as with last time, top standard, just what you'd expect these days. I'd be quite disappointed if it was anything less, but it's really nice detail, and it looks very nice, so that'll look, especially with these open cabs, that's what you want. Tender, again, basic, quite light, but otherwise nicely detailed where there is detail to be found. On the underside, the wheels are the same as last time, slightly different in colour. Not sure if the camera can pick that up, but they are slightly different in colour to the bodywork. But that's not really an issue. You won't see it when it's travelling around the layout at speed anyway. And again, the detail underneath the cab is good as always. This is what we'd expect these days, and it's very nice to see. The underside of the tender, the bogies are detailed, the rivets are picked out, and the axle boxes are detailed, as well as the leaf springs, so that's very nice indeed, and they're all metal wheels, of course, as you'd expect. The method of coupling is the standard for modern Hornby locomotives, which is this sort of metal rod, which you can adjust the length of depending on whether you want it for display or for running. And then the cable there as well, just here, which carries all the information from the DCC chip, and if you have one, the speaker which is in the boiler. So yeah, that's nice to see. Everything on this side appears to be fine. So the front is the same as last time, of a high standard. Where there's detail to be found, it is well made. There's a handrail on the front, separately fitted, lamp irons as you'd expect, and a vacuum pipe on the front here, as well as sprung buffers, of course. Looking at this side then, again, it appears to be of a much better standard than last time. There's a little bit of a mark on the tender there, that's probably my hands. But otherwise it's nice and clear. The paintwork is crisp and the markings are clear. Again, there's a little bit of maybe oil or something on the top of the boiler, but that's easily wiped away. Overall, it appears to be a much better standard than it was last time. There's no defects as far as I can see. There's no marks on the boilers, no splodges of dried up glue or whatever it was. So that just leads me to thank Hattons for their kindness and generosity in replacing the model, and for their understanding in the process, and bad mark for Hornby on missing the splodge of glue on the original model, but there we are. Defects do occur, and they can't always be picked up by quality control. It's a shame. It's not really what you'd expect these days, but these things happen, and I do now have a pristine model. So hopefully I will be able to run it soon, and I'll try and get some videos of that if possible. And I hope to see you next time.